Grass, as nice as it is, green as it is, the stuff just won't mow itself. I was thinking this morning about prayer and how it's just been getting better and better for me. I've been enjoying it more and more, getting more and more results. And I thought, I need to know how to pass that information along because I want others to experience what I'm experiencing. I mean, we have times where we have to wait, and we know all of that. But, a lot of folks just really struggle with trying to have faith for prayer. And I think I sort of have it figured out, at least for my own life. And that is that I'm counting too much just on words that I say is something that God's hearing and something that is really becoming effective for me. And there's just a whole lot better way to pray than just say things, just say words and try to figure out how to say it right. Know the right Bible verses so you can confess the right words so that you can make sure you're in faith and all of that. That gets to be kind of a drag. At least, I don't know about you, it certainly gets to be a drag for me because I'm trying to please God in the way I'm praying and the words that I'm using. And I wouldn't say I'm trying to please God because I preach grace. But that religion, that kind of slime in the background holds on for a long time. And so really what we're trying to do is figure out the right words to say. And then, I began to discover that communication and between people, friends, relationships, your husband, your wife, your best friend, communication is far more than the words you say. And we've been really emphasizing saying the right words, and we think that word means something that's spoken. But when you start to look at the scripture, you see examples that God was communicating through visions and through dreams, through symbolisms, through parables, through things that people could see. Communication is not simply words you say. So prayer is not just simply praying words, but far more than that, it's seeing with your heart what you're saying. Have you ever tried to feel like you are receiving and trying to be in faith and believe it before you see it? You can actually do that. I've discovered you really can do that, and it really works. And that's not trying to make believe for myself, but using the power of the imagination that God's given me, imaging, seeing, being able to visually see in the inner eye of my heart what I'm asking for, and receiving it with the seeing, also by feeling what I'm seeing it and feeling it, putting out that sense of feeling before God, the picture of what I want it to look like when I'm asking Him for a specific request that I've got before Him, and not just trying to figure out the right words, but what would it look like if it actually came about the way that I'm desiring for it to come about on the inside. Whether that's simply in a relationship with another person, whether that's something about health in my own body, but begin to imagine that. You can begin to imagine, you can begin to see, and you can begin to feel before you actually see it materialize and have the emotion of it materialized with your physical eyes. I've been proving that over and over again to myself. It's a whole lot better way to approach faith than just try to figure out the right words to say. And so this is the point. Don't only try to say the right thing, but feel it, sense it, as if it's already completed, because that's the action of faith, and that is prayer that is more fun on top of the whole thing. So what do you have today that you want to have happen in your life? What do you believe that God has promised you? Well, what would that look like? And what would that feel like? Go for it. And you know what? Like I said, that grass, it just doesn't mow itself. So I'm going to have to leave you with that thought and go mow my grass.